Because Prison Break is coming, everybody. It's coming back. If you were a fan of Prison Break and you love the series, it had 5 seasons and a spin-off movie. It's insane. The first season did so well. And I watched a little bit of the first season. I have friends that love this show. But actually during that, like the first season was apparently so great, but it's like, it's all about breaking out. And then after that, it's like, well, the show has changed. It's not the same show. And I know a lot of people fell off, but they kept going back and back. And they made 5 seasons. And then there was that whole merger that happened. You know, when Disney bought Fox and got the X-Men and they got all their properties and all that. Well, this actually fell in that territory as well, because they were thinking about doing a 6th season at one point, and then it fell into this. It got pushed to the wayside, and then they have new creators coming in to actually reboot the whole thing. And they said it's still in the same universe, but none of the actors are coming back. None of the original cast are coming back. It's a whole new story. Yeah, they said it's a new series set in the world of all these beloved characters, but it's a new dynamic, and it's a new story. So you're gonna get something totally different. It's by the creator who did actually the Mayans, the spinoff of Sons of Anarchy, and also he did Outlaws on Amazon. If you watch that with Christopher Walken, you know, Christopher Walken's so fucking good on that show. If you haven't seen it's a really fun show. They did 2 seasons on Amazon. It's great. It's great. But this is debuted in 2005, and again, I said like they did really well. And so like, will it be good? Will it work? That's the question I threw out. Prison Break again. Yeah, you're right, Queen. Prison Break again. And I put the question out there. I did 5 seasons. You got a spin-off movie to finalize the whole thing, and of course, it was an IP that worked really well at Fox. So maybe Disney's looking for that right now, because again, they're trying to figure out where we're going to start making projects again. I don't know, but do we want to do this again? I mean, it's a story about breaking out of prison. You had fucking 5 seasons in a movie. Like, have you not figured out how they broke out of prison yet? That's what I wonder.
Do different people break out every season? Like,
that's a good question. If everybody knows, let me know. Ron, have you watched this show at all? And does it surprise you that even after all this time, Disney is like, well, let's reboot this show because, you know, it might be fun.
Who's the lead actor in that?
Prison Break?
What's this? They were both in Legends of Tomorrow.
Is it Lincoln Burrows?
No, the dude.
It's Whittington.
Yes.
Yes. He was Frost in Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah, he's the one that came out and said that he was talking about too. He wouldn't come back to this.
Right, exactly. Yes. Which makes
he's the
sense.
one reason I would watch it.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, he was the reason why they were able to sell it. They're like, because he's good looking dude, and he was like, hey, what's going on? He's in the Mariah Carey music video.
Yeah.
I have no idea who you guys are talking about. But
he came. There's a whole thing that came forward though, because apparently, at one point, like he came out and he said he was gay, and he's like, I don't want to play straight characters anymore. There's a whole article that came out about that, and he's like, I don't want to do it. And so that was another reason maybe that fell into this why. But they said they want to reboot it anyways. But good for him. Like fuck yeah. Like I'm happy that he's like trying to find his path in Hollywood. He's not being stuck into like whatever they try to force him to be, because that happens all the time to actors. Like stick them in a category. This is what you play. This is what you are. It's like people can do whatever the hell they want. It's like let an actor act. So. Let him become
let the actor act.
Fucking let an actor act. Prison Break will be on Disney Plus. Probably be on Disney Plus. Yeah. But Ron, do you see this being successful though after all this time? Like even if you don't have the main cast, again, you're somebody that's like, I just would watch it for him and he won't come back. There's a lot of people that probably feel the same way about this project. Do you think the fans of the series will actually want to come back to something without the faces that made it successful?
I think the diehards probably will, just for the sort of novelty of it, of starting the whole thing all over again. And if they liked the formula of the first one and maybe getting into the new one with a new cast and possibly liking it. If they don't, it'll fade off pretty quick, I think.
You got a thought at all for a plot, Ron? Besides, it's Prison Break, so
pretty self-explanatory.
What would be a good reason to? I don't know. It's the same shit, isn't it?
It is. Wentworth Miller.
Who do you want to see it in, Ron? Who do you want to see it in, Ron? Ron, who do you want to see? Who would you want to see in this?
He wants to see him. He made it very clear.
You want him back? That's it, huh? Yeah, only watch it. I got one for you here, Ron. Here's one more of them. Yeah,
yes, he can break out of prison every week. That's fine.
That's right.
They just keep capturing him, putting him back in, and then he gets out again.
Right?
Pretty much.
The Houdini of prisons.
Or it's like a time loop where he just ends up back there again, and he goes out and he's back there again, like, oh, I'm back here again. Oh, what happened?
Like Spring Breakers.
I hear rather see more Legends of Tomorrow. Yeah, he was good in there. He was good in there. Keoki, I know you watched him in there. He did a great job in that show. Did you watch Prison Break? And can you see this being something that they would need to go back to as an IP, or do you think again this is just something that there's grasping for straws for content that worked before, and then maybe it'll work today?
Oh, I absolutely did not watch that show. I hated it simply because of Wentworth Miller. And that wasn't because I didn't know who he was. I was just like, I hated this guy's vibe because he was just like a smirk face. But actually getting to know him and him coming out and actually expressing himself, I actually like him more and would watch it if he was involved in it because I was like, oh, this guy's just, doing a one kind of look face, he was doing his little blue steel the entire time with no real acting range. But now I'm like, dude, I would watch it for him because, like you said, Legends of Tomorrow, he actually became a character that he was able to just work with. He wasn't just tied to one road. He was actually able to open up and do different things. So I didn't watch Prison Break. I would probably give it a shot. Only because if Disney ties it in, they'll usually run in a little bit of a decent storyline. They've been getting better at writing their little stories, and especially for shows. Don't know about reboots, but I know for National Treasure, I actually watched that, and I was like, oh, okay, so I would give it a shot for Prison Break, but it's probably...
Did you like the National Treasure show?
I actually did. I mean, Catherine Zeta-Jones is in it, so I'm like, let me give it a shot. And I was like, like, I got on board. I'm like, okay. It was like a little... phoned in.
Harvey Keitel popped in there for a second.
He did. He popped in, and I was like, Harvey, oh my God, what the heck? But I like
Harvey.
People from there. Harvey.
Where's Harvey?
Can we trust him? But yeah, no, it's definitely, something that we can take a look at, but I wouldn't see it going past season 1.
Yeah, you're right. That's what happens sometimes. They try to reboot these things and they do one season and it just fails fucking miserably. I don't want it to fail. I love people having jobs and opportunities and fans of the show. Hopefully they get something great that brings them back, But sometimes it's just like it's the same shit over and over again. Again, it's Prison Break. We break out of prison. We doing it again. It's like the same old fucking wheel. So for me, I just don't see this working, Keoki. I just don't see it working either. And I didn't watch. I tried to watch it. One of those shows. I'm like, oh, this is fucking canceled. Then I want to go that long. I'm like, how's this possible?
That's always the way, dude.
Yeah, exactly, it is. And you're just like, how did he get to season 7? Like, dear God, who's watching this?
Somebody's watching it. If you're watching the chat, please let us know if it got better. Sabrina, what do you think about this? Are you excited about a Prison Break? You want it? You need it in your life tomorrow? Or do you think, again, this IP-ness needs to stay in the fucking past?
Okay, really quickly, before I answer your extremely normal question. What was the show with Shannon Doherty and Rose McGowan? How the fuck did that go for 800 seats?
Exactly.
And then it was in syndication. Like before all the streaming shit, like, if you have like 2 a.m, I just get home from work or something, and it would literally be, I'm like, what? Who? What? Where? Like, I don't understand. It's like always the shittiest shows that like get to go on forever. I don't understand. And then you have a great show, and after 2 seasons, they're like, they pull the plug and leave you hanging.
Right.
Even Arrested Development, one of my favorite shows of all time. Jason Bateman won. Yes, Charmed. Yes, guys, thank you. What was I going to say? Arrested Development. He won a SAG award, and while he was accepting the award, he's like, guys, oh my God, thank you so much for this honor. It means so much to be voted by my peers, but can you guys watch the show, please? Because we're going to get canceled.
Exactly.
Like, it makes no sense.
We wrote postcards for it. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's nuts.
I liked Charmed. I cannot imagine how it was so cheesy and crazy. Like, I mean, I guess maybe I didn't watch it when it came out, so at that time it might not have been as insane. But when I saw it in syndication, I was like, how is the show even on television? Like ever, let alone right now. Like it was so much. This guy, Prison Break. Okay, Prison Break. I did not watch the original Prison Break, obviously. I guess not obviously, but anyone who knows me, obviously. But the original one was created by Paul, like Shearing or something. I don't know how to say his name. And so it's being rebooted by this Eglin. What's his last name? James.
Great fucking credits too.
I don't know. I love Outlaws. Like, I feel like it's weird because I mean, Mayans and Outlaws are so different.
James,
Outlaws is such a comedy, and the Mayans is very much a drama. So I don't know. He also did create the Outlaws with the tall actor with the glasses from the show, who also played the like lizard guy on Spider-Man. You know what I'm talking about, Brian?
Rice,
the Amazing Spider-Man.
Rice Fiennes.
Oh shit! Sorry. Nope, that's not what I'm thinking of. Fuck. Oh, he was in a superhero movie. He was really good. Okay, hold on. I will get back on that. I can't remember his name. He does stand up. He was on The Office, the original Office in.
The talk with glasses.
Yeah, the talk guy with glasses.
Stephen Merchant.
Maybe yes.
I think that's right.
Sounds right.
Right? Yeah, Stephen Merchant.
But what superhero movie was he in?
He was in Logan.
Oh, okay. So far off.
He was Caliban.
So far off.
He was fucking great in
That's right.
Logan. He was great in
Like,
Logan.
I was thinking of him, and I was like, he was such a good actor, and it definitely wasn't. But there was like a lizard. Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Hey, Keoki. Welcome to the show.
Okay. All right. Cool. Happy. Anyway, I guess I don't know. I feel like that guy's like super talented, this Eglin fellow, and it might be worth a watch if you liked it. You know, it's definitely not for me, and I won't be watching it. I don't know how many times you can break out of prison. Enough is enough. Like, come on.
I like the idea Queen said, break into prison. You know, maybe you want to break into prison.
Break out. You break out, then you break in to get your friends out. I don't know.
I like
Yeah,
that.
no.
That would make sense. I like that.
I just think it's interesting. It's not the same person who created Prison Break that is rebooting Prison Break.
Yeah,
like
like-
that seems weird to me.
Somebody else wants to make it happen.
I think
So
that's
instead
right.
of doing that, how about you come up with something new?